Hi there everyone, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps, and today we're going to be demonstrating with our new stamps that we've launched on Hochanda today. So we've got two little hares and we've also got a lovely foliage stamp. So I'm going to demo today using our gel press. This is the squarely gel press, and a combination of elements, inks, and also our Brushos. So I've got mermaid and olive here, and I'm going to ink up one side of the gel press in the mermaid. I don't want too much on, this is just your base colour. And then let's use a little bit of the olive as well. And just blend those together. So I've got my Brushos here. I've just added water to a very small amount in our little cups, our fairy cups there. And then I'm going to grab myself my fan brush, and I'm going to just start sprinkling a little of the Brusho onto the gel press now. I'm going to start with yellow as always. This just keeps that middle area nice and light. This is where we're going to be stamping the hares. And then I'm going to use a little of the brown. I don't want too much, I don't want it to be too dark, but the contrast is nice. And then a little bit of purple. And lastly, a very small amount of green. Now you can see from that they're very tiny speckles, just to get that really nice organic finish. The bigger the speckles, the more area it's going to cover. So I've got some multifarious card here. I'm going to just bob that down over the top and smooth over. And let's see what we've got. Wow, we've got some lovely colours amongst that there. I'll go that way around. And now I've just got my hill mask here, and I'm going to pop that down round about there. And then I've got my VersaFine Clair Twilight. I'm just going to run the brush over the edge. Like so. And I'm also going to use our moon mask there, and I'm taking that over the hill, but don't brush there. Okay, so we're just going to go round, so it looks like it's sitting behind. Now we only want a subtle moon, nothing too strong. And now we've got our two lovely hares, as I say, that have been launched today on Hochanda and on our website. And we're going to use the Nocturne. So ink up, just check that it is completely covered. And then we're going to pop our lovely hair around about there. Press down. And then taking our other hair, again ink up. And we're going to pop him a slight angle. Again, just give that a good press. Let it rest a while. And there we go. Now I've got my Posca pen, and all I'm going to do is just draw underneath a little line, and then taking a nice fine brush, just work into that pen, just to give it a little bit of a shadow, and ground the image so that it doesn't look like it's floating. And we can do some little blades of black grass. Just flick your pen up like so, and again, if you want to go back to your fine brush, you can always add a little more detail. There we go. Got some words here. We've got Just For You, which is our new words. So we've got a few different verses that we launched last week, this being one of them. And all I'm going to do is just stamp and again. And again. And lastly there. And we've got a lovely little stamp here that comes in a new foliage set. A lot of people were asking for this one, so I put this one and a few other ones together. So what I'm going to do is just frame it with this little stamp. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the twilight and ink up this lovely detailed stamp. Now if you haven't got any of these particular foliage stamp, and any one will do, it's fine. I'm going to stamp off first. I just want it to be very, very faint in the background there. Let's do another one. That's great. I love that detail there, just sitting in the moon. It really does draw your eye. Lastly, I'm going to use that same stamp and I'm going to emboss it. So I need a white to go here, just to give it a little bit of foreground and background feeling. So I've got my Versamark here. So let's just ink that up. Like so. We've got our bright white opaque Wow embossing powder. So I'm going to just sprinkle that over the top. Tap that off. Let's put that back in the pot. Let's tidy up any that we don't want. Sometimes it can stick to other areas, as we know. So I'm just getting rid of that. And now using your heat gun, and you'll start to see it changing and setting. And lastly, I'm going to go back in now with my stencil brush, and this is Twilight, and I'm just going to bring a little bit of depth to the corner. And this kind of just pulls everything together nicely. So lastly, I'm going to use my glue pen and a little bit of glitter. Which one have we got here? We've got Fairy Tales. So let's just pop a little bit of glitter over the hills, just to give it a little bit of sparkle. I'm going to finish off with my Posca pen here. This is the yellow, and all I'm doing is just putting a few tiny dots around the hairs. There we have today's card. And I hope that you've enjoyed watching the demonstration today. And it's great to be able to share our new stamps launched today on Hochanda and on our website. Thanks again for watching. You take care. Bye for now.